Just wow. They actually did something right. Like, my gosh. Okay, I'm about to say it. The really haunted Wild House movie does not suck. It was awesome. It is everything what an actual Wild House movie will feel like. Well, it wasn't as good as the animated one, but this movie has officially redeemed Nickelodeon. Well, it does not prove that cartoon movies can be good, but the really haunted Wild House worked so well. Well, before we start with this discussion, if you're new to my channel, like and subscribe. And without wasting any more time, it's time for me to explain why the really Wild House Halloween movie worked. Okay, in the beginning of the movie, Lincoln Loud is breaking the fourth wall as usual, and the Loud siblings are just, well, being loud siblings. But they were going all out with the decoration. Anyway, they were throwing some Halloween play, I guess. And Lincoln Loud has a secret surprise at the end of the show. And they have a big pumpkin named as Memero. So yeah, I was disappointed about this beginning scene. I thought I am not going to like this movie at first. And it looks like Win Sr. and Rita has won the Worst Parents Award. Like, who feeds their kids some candy for dinner? Anyway, they just realized they were late for the dentist appointment, and they actually went to the dentist. Oh, not going to lie, I found this scene hilarious. Because the Loud sibling personality and how annoying that they are in public. And also, this happens.
Why did you do that?
Oh, you forgot the light. That looks like it hurt a lot.
So yeah, I was laughing my underwear off because this scene got me laughing out of nowhere. Oh, and also the Loud siblings have cavities, so it's not fun. Wait, aren't they doing a floss? That is a old dance. Well, I don't think people do this anymore. If you post that on TikTok, then I will kill you. Okay, well, things started to get interesting when the new kid, or more like YouTuber, is throwing a party, and Lincoln and Clyde tries to go to his party. Okay, I definitely see that coming. I know better about Lincoln Loudcaster. Lincoln doing something selfish is predictable. I mean, come on. But Lincoln Loud never been to a party, so it's interesting to see how that goes. Well, the unexpected just happened. While trick-or-treating was about to start, when Senior just got cut by some Detiferamus, the thing that can turn you into a werewolf. But it turns out that was just Lucy's old baby teeth. So when Senior was just doing all that crazy things for nothing, okay, Lincoln told everyone that he's going to bail on his family just to go to a stupid party. And Lincoln other friends are planning to catch some Halloween monster, which is not even real. I know kids are not logical sometimes, but they look pretty old to be catching some monsters. Okay, it's Halloween night, and the Loud siblings are about to perform. And with Rita being a stupid head, she just think it's a good idea to sell toothbrushes instead of candy. Like what? Well, when Senior thinks that he transforming into a werewolf, so he gets goofing around and actually transform into a werewolf, like coincidentally. Anyway, the audience are here for the performance, so we get a really cool musical number, and that crushes Michael Jackson Thriller. Well, meanwhile, Lincoln and Clyde are at the party. Maybe in the real world, they would be drinking alcohol. Well, since this is a kids movie, that doesn't happen. Okay, right after the performance, things goes wrong when they give these kids some toothbrush, and everyone gets pissed. Well, I don't blame them. I would be pissed too if I get a toothbrush or something healthy instead of candy. And since they don't have no more candy, they use butter. And this little girl is just overreacting. Like, what the hell? And then people start spreading rumors about Loud's giving out toothbrush. As you didn't notice, this song what they're singing is a reference from the Wild House Season 1.
It was in that.
So yeah, I am so happy to hear this song again. Anyway, Rita has found Win Sr. as a werewolf, and Rita thought it was a costume. Rita told Win Sr. to get the candy, so he did. And this mission was not going to be easy for him. And then you see Lincoln's other friends that is trying to catch a Halloween monster. And then they start going after Win Sr. Wow. And the rumors about a house giving away toothbrushes has been uploaded in everyone's phone. And with Lincoln not being aware of his flannelly being the one giving away toothbrush, he thinks it's a good idea to go attack the house just to be part of the gang. An army of angry mom just come to the Wild Flannelly house, all because of Lincoln's doing. When they get to the house, Lincoln quickly realizes what he have done. Well, meanwhile, we get a Three Little Pigs reference, and I thought it was funny as hell. Okay, while Lincoln is with the angry moms, Lincoln called his flannelly and told them to fight back. So they use the Halloween pranks against the angry mobs, and a war just broke out like crazy. And this is honestly pretty cool. It's like I'm watching Avengers Endgame, except the Wild House is only 8 years old. I was enjoying this scene. Well, meanwhile, when Senior gets confronted by these monster hunters kids, while we get all of the action and goofiness to keep me entertained, and is so fun. And I'm surprised they use the Nickelodeon green slime reference. At the end of this crazy battle, Lincoln used his grand finale surprise, which he's a pussy use for the show, to finish this neighborhood brawl. The Wild Family has won the fight, and the YouTuber just get humiliated. And that was amazing. I thought this movie is over, but no. There's only a few minutes left in the movie, so it wasn't over yet. When the Wild Family celebrate their victory, well, a video that the YouTuber posted, it has the footage of Lincoln Loud planning to attack the house earlier. So everyone got mad at Lincoln. And I saw this scene a little emotional. Everyone were disappointed with Lincoln because Lincoln has bailed on them and he has made a mistake by causing the angry mob to attack the Wild siblings. The Wild Family house, when Lincoln was not aware that there are the one that's giving toothbrush. And it's been a while that Lincoln's sisters gets mad at him for doing something wrong. We haven't seen this conflict for a while now, since season 1. And the character development was so much better than a Christmas movie. But the YouTuber has come back to their house and steal the pumpkin with the help of his big brother. So it's up to Lincoln to fix his mistakes, and Clyde would be helping him, of course. And I enjoyed myself even more because this is the first time Lincoln and Clyde do some superhero stuff in the live action world. Well, meanwhile, Lynn Sr. was still dealing with the monster hunters, and he was able to get all the candy from the store, and I learned that they are the worst monster hunters in the world. The Wild Family find out that their big pumpkin has been stolen. And the YouTuber is going to take it to the pawn shop to smash it. When they're on their way to get the pumpkin back, they bump into Win Senior. And Win Senior realized that he is not an actual werewolf. Like, everything that he just did is just all in his head. Lincoln and Clyde were inside the pumpkin, and they're about to be killed because they're going to smash a pumpkin. The Wild siblings showed up right on time, and the gangster realized these are the people that sells the tooth for Halloween, and they find out that Lincoln is related to them. So Lincoln and Clyde betrayed the cool people right here, right now. So they're about to get into another fight, and then when Senior scared them off with his werewolf skills, the all-out brawl still breaks out during this. It's like I am watching some superhero film, but the YouTuber was still going to smash a pumpkin, and then Lisa Loud used her Jimmy Neutron IQ, and she decided to just let the pumpkin fall. That way, it will splash all over on them. And Lenny Loud recorded the whole thing. And that was a awesome ending. Well, speaking of ending, things was able to go back to normal when they sell candy again. Wait a second, hold up. Is that Rona Brothers? You know what? I take back everything I said about this movie. This is a stab in the heart. Yike, why Nickelodeon? Yike, why it says Rona Brothers in a Nickelodeon's movie? Oh my gosh. Wow, Paramount is about to get a lawsuit for pulling that stunt, and I am very worried. Well, hopefully Paramount or Nickelodeon doesn't get a lawsuit for using Rona Brothers information, because I am really worried about that company. From all the content from the Wild House franchise so far? Well, season 1 of The Wild House was a 10 out of 10 because this season brings back the memories. And I was starting to like this show when it first aired. Well, The Wild House Season 2 was a 9 out of 10. It wasn't rememberable as the first season, and it is still enjoyable. The Wild House Season 3, well, I will say it is a 7 out of 10. The episode just seems a little off, but it is still watchable for fans. The Wild House Season 4, well, Season 4 was okay. The episodes are not as good like it used to be, but I will say it's a 5 out of 10. The Wild House Season 5, well, I will say it is a 2 out of 10 because of the cliche moments it had in the past, and it was the worst Wild House season that I ever seen. I just stopped watching this show for a month, all because of that. And everyone been flipping a coin. Either we're going to actually get a good Wild House season or not. And that leads to the Wild House Season 6. And the Wild House Season 6 was underrated. It wasn't as bad. I would say is decent good. So it's a 8 out of 10. The Wild House Season 7, well, I don't know, probably a 4 out of 10. We will confirm that if Season 7 is finished. The Wild House movie, well, I will say it's a 9 out of 10 because I like how they develop Lincoln's character and adding some unexpected plots which we never seen before in the Wild House episode. The Wild House Christmas movie, oh my gosh. The Wild House Christmas movie is a 0 out of 10 to me. Yeah, I totally hate this movie. Well, even though Christmas is my favorite holiday, this movie is what do you expect from any Christmas movie? Like, it's boring and cliche, and it felt out of character, and it doesn't feel like a Wild House movie, and I do not like the fact that they made Lincoln Loud the bad guy in this movie, because that is disrespectful. The really Loud House live action series, well, it was okay. It wasn't as great than the cartoon, but it performs way better than the Christmas movie. So I'm just going to give it a 3 out of 10. The Really Loud House Season 2, well, it was starting to get enjoyable. Season 2 was almost as good than the cartoon Loud House Season 1. The personality, the performance, and the storyline is great. It seems like that the Wild House franchise are stepping up their game. The Really Loud House Season 2 was an average 9 out of 10, because Season 2 of The Really Loud House reminds me why I connected with the Loud House in the first place. Okay, then finally, we get to the really haunted Loud House movie. And you want to know what I think about this movie? Well, I thought it was alright. It felt like I am watching some Loud House in-game, final season, whatever, because of the fight scenes, brawls, and the actors' performance were great on the Loud House character's personality. And it was 100% better than the Christmas movie. And this must be the first time that I'm saying that Halloween is superior than Christmas when it comes to movies like these. So the Really Haunted Loud House is a 6 out of 10. And that is not too bad. I was really impressed what they done, right after this movie ended, a smile gets put in my face, and I would watch it again anytime I want. And Nickelodeon, if you're watching this, just remove the Rona Brothers thing off your end credits if you don't want to get sued. And the beginning scene in the movie needs some work. And that was it. What do you guys think about the really loud house Halloween? Oh yeah, and I forgot the Casa Grande spin-off, Season 1 and Season 2, is an 8 out of 10. It doesn't feel like a Loud House series, but it was entertaining with their Hispanic theme.